opportunity.
Hey,
So,
surprise us.
Hey, how you doing? Who's that?
What surprised me that I'm stuck here all week.
Is the co-op actually looking at advertising in the UK?
The co-op, just to answer your question, the co-op works on a rotator basis, and it goes. I know it's been advertised within the UK, and also obviously English-speaking countries as well. As far as the Onpassive Nation co-op is concerned, they are marketing it into all English-speaking places at the moment. The whole reason for the Zoom at the moment is to introduce people to Onpassive. As far as what we do forward from this is, what myself and Peter want to do is to try and band the UK together to really make an influence within the UK market. At the moment, we're a bit fragmented, and the whole idea of what we're doing now and within the next few weeks is to try and bring all us UK guys together to make a big team, really, to try and push this forward, obviously with the launch that it is now. Can I please ask everybody to mute your mics, please, if you can do? That would help us immensely if you can do. Just if you're on a mobile, bottom left-hand side, just mute your mics. If you're on a PC, you can do that. Pete, can you automatically do that?
I can mute everybody, and then you unmute yourself.
Yeah. Pete, can I ask you to keep an eye on the chat for me when we're going along as well?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Andy, I'll answer that question as well, if you can hear me as well, about the pyramid scam, blah de blah. That's a very easy question to be answered to everybody who asks you the same. Is if you actually look up what pyramid is, as far as the English dictionary is concerned, a pyramid is a layer of people selling to the person below you without any physical product or service. For us that are in Onpassive at the moment, we know that there is a product and service that we are going to be selling or reselling. So as far as it being a pyramid is concerned, that doesn't equate to what we are doing and now. And even so, it is an IT company, and I will cover this throughout this soon.
Right.
Pete, can you
hear me or not?
Mute? Yeah, I can do. Can you mute everyone, please,
Yeah.
mate? Okay, I've unmuted myself. Pete, are you on as well? Okay, guys, can you just give me a yes, I can hear me in the chat? That would be great. So you can all hear me. Cool. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks, Andy. I'm going to hand over to Pete. Please make sure you're muted. Excellent. Lovely in the chat. Nick from the USA. Excellent. Tim, nice to see you on live as well. Okay, Pete, on you go, man. Where's Pete?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
On you go, Pete.
All right. Okay. Welcome everybody to this webinar. It's going to be a short webinar, and we've only got a 45-minute window on this webinar. This is the first time I've used this one, and I haven't upgraded it to the bigger package. So it's going to be a short one. It's going to be 45 minutes. Just want to give you a bit of background about myself and Red. Red is my sponsor. He sponsored me into the Onpassive business. And Red's sponsor is Derek Ventnor, who's a very big leader in the business as well as obviously Martin, Dan, and Mike. I think they're on this call as well. So we're excited to obviously share this business opportunity with you. Red's going to go through the business opportunity and actually share that, you know, what we're trying to obviously put across to you. What I would suggest you do is, you know, if you want to know more information, get back to the person who's invited you to this webinar. What I would suggest you do as well is, you know, get yourself into the Facebook group, the Onpassive Nation Facebook group. There's lots of information there, lots of people there who can help you and to get you to see the bigger picture of what we've got our hands on. You know, we're really excited. As I said, we've been around now for about 18 months, nearly 2 years now. Myself and Red have been in from the beginning. We have seen a lot from the beginning. Where we first saw the opportunity, it was just a little video that we shared, that was shown to us, and we went on the Ash Mafara's first webinar, and Ash shared his vision with us, and we were both, well, all three of us, me, Red, and obviously Derek, were taken back by what what we've seen, and we've been on board ever since. It's been a long road, but we've got a lot of things happening now. We've got a lot of things happening in the next few days, and so what I'm going to do now is really pass it over to Red, and if we've got time at the end, we'll try and answer some of your questions. Okay, Red?
Okay,
Red?
thanks very much, Peter. As someone just said they can't hear, can you just confirm that you can hear me okay? Just stick a yes in the comments, that would be great. And then we'll crack on, as they say. Cool, excellent. Thanks very much, guys. Anyway, my name's Red Redfern. If you don't know who I am, for the people who know me, thanks very much for jumping on this live. For all you new people, this is a presentation for a company called Onpassive. This is the brainchild of a guy called Ash Mufara. He has been around the online space for a very long time now, and he had this idea actually about 15 years ago. The whole idea of this company is to enable the likes of me, Peter, you guys over there, the normal person. I'm a chef by trade, for God's sake. You know, I'm a normal person. The 97% of the people who don't normally make it online, this business is for all of us. Not only that, is I've all got my own business here in the south of Spain. Peter's got a business in the UK, and this is another form or another side of what Onpassive is all about, is to enable the business person to be able to get their name and advertise out there using the Onpassive platform. It is an IT company that uses artificial intelligence at their source, and all the products and services that they produce are evolved around artificial intelligence to maximize the ability to target the people specifically. Now, I just want to say about Onpassive, myself, I got involved with it nearly 2 years ago. It will be, in fact, 2 years in September of this year. I saw a massive opportunity here. I've been on the online space for nearly 5 years, involved with cryptocurrency and all other platforms with promises of rate of return and all the rest of it. And I was actually looking for a product-based company that could deliver not only products and services that I wanted to use, but also to have the ability to make money off those products and services that they were producing. And I was on one of the very first live webinars that Ash Mufara did back in September of 2018, along with Derek Ventnor and also Peter Rogers. And I was completely blown away, to be absolutely honest. It gave me a lot of the things that I wanted. You know, at the moment, if you do any sort of advertising online, then you already know that you have to use various products and services that you have to pay for on a monthly basis to do your advertising online. Now, Onpassive is basically a company that will provide you as a consumer all of these products and services that you now pay individually for online with zero capping. So if you use Aweber, for instance, for your emailing, there is a cap, an amount that you have to use on it. If you use Facebook, for instance, for advertising, you have to pay for that If you use ClickFunnels, you have to pay for that. If you'll use any form of advertising online, Zoom, what we're on at the moment, for God's sake, you know, we're using Zoom. We've only got 45 minutes because it's capped and it is limited to a certain amount of people. This will be available to you within Onpassive, all inclusive of the price that you pay. So we're going to crack on now with the presentation of Onpassive. So the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is the money that you will pay. This is the money that you're going to pay to be a current Go founder, which is an early founder, which we're in at the moment. This is going to be changing within the next few days. At the moment, it is $97 to become a Go founder, early bird founder, which we're at the moment. It is going to be rising to $149 very, very shortly. The reason we have this screen up at the moment, it says 100% risk-free. That is absolutely correct. Now, when I first joined, I was very skeptical. Obviously, it's a natural thing to be very skeptical. $97 is not a lot of money, really, in the scheme of things, but I like to have a little bit of security about me. I did my due diligence on Ashma Farad and this company, and I thought I'd jump in. I did do that, knowing that I could pay for this with a Visa card if I wanted to, which is I could get my money back if I needed to, because I'm backed by Visa. But not only that, anyway, the company will give you your money back if you're not satisfied or you want a return on your money that you put in. I know this for a fact. Peter knows it for a fact, and many other people know this for a fact, because we have had people who aren't prepared to wait for the launch, and they have asked for their money back, and they've had their money back. So this is why on this one now, we are saying that it's completely risk-free, which it is, because I know this for a fact. And if you don't believe us, then you can pay by Visa or debit card, and you're covered by them as well. So on to the next screen, please, Peter, if you will. Okay, so let's go to the next screen. So I'm scrolling down on myself as well as Peter. Okay, so the plan, etc., of the business of Onpassive. It's a global business. It gives you a residual income. It's scalable, which means that it can go up or down, but on the general basis, it's going to go up. And the reason I'm going to say it's going to go up is because it's a 3x3 matrix, and the company payment system that it has will give you spillover. So for instance, you only need 3 people. I've got 7, Pete's got 18 or so. I know that Derek's got 660 something or other. And so all of these people are going to fall below us, which means it's going to fill up below you. It's affordable. That's affordability is always a point for how much you view what is affordable or is not affordable. But from my point of view, as we currently stand at the moment, I would pay $10,000 to be part of this program, because I can see this big picture, what we have now. $97, which it is at the moment, which might be raising to $149 in the next few days, is still a very affordable thing. It's a good night out, and we are talking about something that will make a big change to your life. It's also automated. This means that you do not have to do anything. You don't have to do any recruiting. You do not have to do any selling or anything like this. It is fully automated, but you will obviously get on better if you try and introduce people to this fantastic opportunity. It's not necessary to do this. You will be very, very happy with the results you get from this business, even if you do not invite someone to it. But if you do invite someone to it, then you are going to be off to a runner from the start. There's no withdrawal fees. You can withdraw your money that's in your wallet on a daily basis. There's no time limit. If the money's there, you can take it out. And it's unlimited earnings. What I mean by that is how much effort you put into, how big your group builds is unlimited. It's not capped at any limit. It can keep going and going and going. Okay. Like I said, instant access to payments and a no approval required. You just press a button and it is withdrawn into however you want it. And this is not just cryptocurrency, you can withdraw it into fiat as well. Fiat, for those people who don't know, is cash, okay, into your bank. And it's paid on every single transaction. So put yourself into this scenario. If you were given an opportunity, now I'm not saying by any means Onpassive is going to be this, but it is going to be a unicorn company from the launch. A unicorn company is a company that launches at $1 billion on launch. There's very, very few companies that have ever launched at $1 billion. And that is because the amount of founders that are involved at the moment. So if you put you in a scenario and someone said to you, if you knew what you knew now, would you have taken a share in Facebook? If you knew what you knew now, would you have taken a share on eBay? Would you have taken a share on Walmart? Would you have taken a share on Amazon? Would you have taken a share on Microsoft? All of these companies that you know now, would you have taken a share pre-launch to any of these companies? Well, the answer to that is yes, of course you would have done. I would have done exactly the same. Onpassive is potentially going to be one of these companies because it is going to give every single person that does anything online now the opportunity to have it all in one place. And that is the beauty of what Onpassive is going to do. It is going to bring all of the things that everybody uses now online to be able to use it in one place for one only payment. And what I mean by that is, if you buy anything online, if you use anything online, it is all going to be there in one place. So let's go to the next screen, which is this one. Hang on, where are we? Okay, so some of the things that it's going to give to you guys to use for this one payment. It's going to give you a rotator. This means it is going to give you the ability to target people on a rotational basis, not with the same thing. So if you're already using email campaigns, it is going to target people with an automated email campaign that changes on a daily basis. If you use ClickFunnels already, that is going to be part of it. Landing pages is another one. One of the biggest ones that's going to come out is what we're using now, which is Zoom, which is going to be called Connect Me. This is the same as Zoom. It is bespoke, which means it is being built by the company. It is using the same scenario as what we're using now, but the difference is there's no caps, there's no fees, there's no time limit, and every single person that would sign into this Zoom is a potential customer to you, because the only way they can get on is by giving their email, and then that email is then tagged to you as the person who has invited them to it, and that means that they would then get free access to that service for 5 days to see if they liked it, and if they do like it, they would buy it, and that means that you would then get that payment from them buying that service, so you become a reseller. Other things, big bulk emails. So if you already use, for instance, if you use any emailer at the moment, Aweber or Monkey or anything like that, this is included in your price. Contact managers, that means anything that you have to do with your diary, that is also there. Autoresponders, that means that if somebody says anything to you, it gets auto-responded back. All this is done by artificial intelligence. You don't have to touch it, it's done automatically. Domain names, at the moment, we all use or have a domain name. We pay either yearly, 2 yearly for these domain names. With Onpassive, you pay once, that's it. There's no resubscription, whatever it may be. If that domain name is available, you pay once and it is yours for life. Domain name hosting, at the moment, I use GoDaddy for my domain names. I have to pay a subscription for that. It's included in what you have. Site creators, if you have a site or a funnel that you've made yourself, then that will be included as well. Crowdfunding and much, much more. On to the next one, please. Okay, so you might be asking the question, well, why is this new? And I've been using what I've been using and it's worked for me fine. Correct. It might have worked for you fine, but as we well know with technology, technology moves on at a rapid pace. I've been online now full time for 5 years, and what I've seen in 5 years, it's just absolutely crazy. So just because it worked how it was does not mean to say that it's going to work efficiently in the future. And what Onpassive is doing is using new ideas. One thing I'd like to mention as well is Onpassive has a physical presence. And what I mean by that is it has a physical office in Orlando in Florida. It also has a physical office in India, help me out here. Where is it, Pete?
You got me on that.
I'm trying to think now. Anyway, it's in India. Bangalore.
Bangalore.
Bangalore. Yeah. That's where it is. It employs over 200 people. This can all be searched online, and it means that they are serious about what they're doing. They have employed the best of the best to give us this bespoke program that we are going to be using. So on the current model at the moment, it's based on competition and conflict. Okay, Onpassive definitely works on mutual benefit. And what I mean by this is exactly what we're doing now is we are helping people to give the information about Onpassive to other people. The whole of the ecosystem of Onpassive is all about helping each other. The more we help people, the more we all win. And that is what it's all about. It's helping everybody to win. Don't forget, we are the 97% of the people who have tried online, who are hardest, and through no fault of our own, we haven't made it. And that's not because we don't want to. It's not because we haven't got the right product. It's just because a circumstance haven't enabled us to make it. And what Onpassive does is it enables us to help each other so that we all win. 97% of stuff at the moment is scams. Okay, this is a real business. It's got products, it's got services, and it's got real people like myself and Peter. Turn into a money pit. With Onpassive, it's self-funding. And what I mean by that is you pay one time, okay, and the rest of it is self-funding by people coming in as consumers that will pay you, which will fund your payments. Okay, that is a very important thing to think here. Most things that you've been involved with, you have to have a monthly payment to use it, to do whatever you want to do with it. With Onpassive, you pay once. There is no other out of pocket payment that you have. You pay yourself once, and then they will build your team for you. I mean, how cool is that? Not only do you get to use the product and services, they also build it for you. In the olden days, it requires reselling. No, not in Onpassive. They'll do that for you. They'll market not only the products and services for Onpassive, but if you have a business of your own that you want to market, if it is approved by Onpassive, they'll also market that for you, which is another avenue. It's an extra. Not just about Onpassive. That is your own business that they are marketing for you. What else have we got here? The tools are obtained separately, and normally you have to buy the tools and services separately to the platform that you're on. In Onpassive, it's all included in one. Okay. There's no guarantee of your money. With Onpassive, like I said right at the beginning, it's 100% money back guarantee. If you pay your 97 or your 149, which it might go up to very shortly, that is guaranteed. If you are not happy with it in any way, shape or form, you can get your money back. All you have to do is request it, okay? And it will be in your account. Pitch marketing against each other. In Onpassive, we don't pitch anybody against each other, okay? We are all here to help each other. That's what we do. We help each other to market Onpassive, because we all know the more that we get that name out about Onpassive, the more beneficial it is to all of us to win. Okay, and let's go on to the next slide, number 19, Pete. Okay, so this is a little sneak peek at the back of what you would find in the back office of your GoFounders back office. Now, the name GoFounder, okay, is the people like me, Pete, Dan, Mike, Marty, all of us are what we call GoFounders. We are early bird founders of Onpassive. We have a separate back office, which is called GoFounders. This is where we get all our information. Obviously, when we launch, we are all going to be Onpassive. But for now, because we're beta testers of this product and service, we are called GoFounders. And if you care to join, you'll be a GoFounder now, okay? Otherwise, you'll wait till the launch and you then will become a reseller or a customer. So the back office gives us all our information. In there, it gives you how many people in your team, different announcements. It gives you, at the moment, around about 150 different links that has your name on it that you can send to people. So the marketing system is all in place as it speaks now as a GoFounder. There is various videos, there is information, absolutely everything you need that you can think of to let people know about Onpassive. You don't have to make anything, build anything, pay for anything. It is all for you there to tell people about Onpassive. On to the next screen then, please, Pete.
We've got 10 minutes left on this, Red.
Okay, I'll go as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Okay, so this next screen is to give you a quick insight of how the company payment system is going to work. Okay, it's a 3x3 company payment system, and that means it goes 3x3. Like I said before, I've got 7 or 8 personal founders. Pete's got 16, Derek's got 60. So we only need 3. So any excess over these people will filter down to the people below us to fill up their 3x3. It's not some in one leg, it's not some in another leg. Everybody gets filled as it trickles down. If you've got an empty space, it gets filled, and as it goes on. Yeah, it's not our first time on Zoom, so otherwise we would get extra. Thanks very much for saying. Okay, so as far as the company payment system is concerned, they are very, very generous. Okay, we're going to go on to that very shortly now, but as far as you as a person is concerned, is you don't actually have to have these 3 people. You can just buy a position and wait for the company to build under you. Of course, it will take you longer because you need to have spillover and the company needs to build underneath you. But if you put a little bit of effort in, yes, you will be rewarded. Next one, Pete, please. You got the next screen, there you go. Okay. Okay, so as part of our GoFounder, you get access to exclusive founders webinars. These at the moment are being held on a weekly basis on a Thursday. These are sent to you. You just click in and join it. Teams, like I said, are built for you. You don't have to do any recruiting whatsoever. Obviously, if you do a little bit, it will help you immensely. Early access, we are now what we call early bird founders. This is a one-off, okay? When the company launches, there will be no founders. That's it for a whole year. And after a year, it is going to be $997 to be a founder, okay? But this lasts from launch for 1 year. Priority positioning, this means the earlier that you get in, the better you are positioned within the company payment system, okay? Myself and Peter, we were here when there was roughly 2,500 founders. There's now 115,000, okay? So the earlier you get in, the better you're off. But don't be put off by any means. If you are a founder pre-launch, you are in a very, very good place right at this moment. You're also going to be a member of the Inner Circle. This means that you get priority to learning about things before other people don't. Beta testing and brainstorming, we see this on a daily basis now through the back office, which we showed you. We get told about things which are going to be happening, and the Leadership Council also inform us as well for the feedback, and lots more. On to the next screen, Pete.
You see?
You're going to, there you go.
Do you think I ought to set up another Zoom?
Yeah, if you can do, just in case. Okay, a quick disclaimer. Okay, I am not a financial advisor. All right, what I'm telling you now is my opinion on what I think about Onpassive, the same as Peter is concerned. The figures and numbers that I'm going to give you now are an inclination of what you might be able to achieve with Onpassive. Okay, so please, this is not written, but they are an inclination of what you can. So if you came in as an affiliate, a co-founder, and you only wanted to buy the €25 package on launch, okay, as you can see here, if you had 3 people, this would give you a €6 monthly income. If you went down 2 levels, and don't forget, this is to infinity, okay, we're only going to show you 3 levels now. I'll show you a little bit in a minute. If you went down 2 levels and it was full, it would give you $27 income. If you went 3 levels, it would give you a $54 income. To the next one, please, Pete. So if you came in now at the 2nd level, which is a $250 package, don't forget, this is after you've become a Go founder. This is on launch. This is to use the products and services. If you were on level 1 with 3 members, you'd be bringing in yourself $30 a month. Level 2, $225 a month. And on level 3, with 27 people below you, you'd be bringing in $270. There is 4 levels in total. Next screen. Okay, and if you're on the last level itself here, okay, if you came in at what they call all in, you would be on 3 people. At the 25, you'd be bringing 60. At the 500, you're bringing 270, and the level 3, 403. So don't forget this little bit below it. If you can just scroll up a little bit, Pete, so you can see the monthly residual income, if you can do or not. No.
Which one does he want?
I want the one that's got the residual income. That's that. Yeah, no, that one. Next one down, I think. The residual income for life, if you can find that one, please. It's the one with the 500. So 2 down from that.
Got it?
Okay. Yeah. So looking at this monthly residual income for life, okay, you can quite easily see that you have the 4 levels there: 25, 125, 250, 500. Okay. The total at the end is the running total of all of them. Okay. If you came in at 25, what the company would do is, if there is money that is due to you, it doesn't get passed over, it will stay in your wallet, which means that if you have yourself, you came in at 25, but you have people below you that came in, we'll say at 250, you won't be able to touch that 250 until you learn, or the commission on the 250, until you move up to that level. But it doesn't go away from you, it just sits in your wallet. So it is of benefit for you to upgrade to that level. And as soon as you hit that level, then you will then take that commission that is available to you. It sits in your wallet. It doesn't go anywhere else like some other programs that it will just slide away from you. It always, whatever is owed to you will always be owed to you. It doesn't go to anyone else. So that means that you have full confidence to build a very, very strong and big team to be able to benefit from that hard work. It doesn't go to somebody else. So for instance, people below me can earn more money than I do. And for myself, I think that's a fantastic situation to be in any company, that the person who puts the work and effort in can earn more money than me. Obviously I'm going to earn, but they can earn more than me. Fantastic. You work hard, you can earn more than me. Okay, last off then, I think we're coming to the end, aren't we, Pete? Next screen, please. Okay, so let's think about these benefits that we've got now with Onpassive. It's a fun solution in any case, which means that they will do everything for you. You pay once, okay, and they will do everything to build your team. It's immediate payment. You don't have to wait to the end of the week, to the end of the month to be paid. If that money is in your wallet, you can withdraw it there and then on a daily basis. It's an unlimited daily residual income. Exactly what I said. If it's there, you take it. They are using top marketing automation done for you. That is AI, artificial intelligence, done for you, marketing by the company, not by yourself, by the company, to bring people in below you that you earn money on. How fantastic a situation. But one thing it does mean, it means we have now got time for any questions.
Yeah.
We'll give it a couple of minutes to see if people can jump on with us. Welcome back, everybody. Really sorry. Was the other one recorded, Pete? All right.
Yeah, I recorded it, yeah.
Okay, cool.
This is being recorded as well. So.
Okay, lovely. How many have we got on now?
They're all coming in slowly.
Okay, cool. We'll just keep waiting then. Very sorry, guys, but we run out of time on Zoom. Hence why Onpassive is going to be so good, because of no cap on Connect Me. Same service, no cap, unlimited people. Lovely to see you all jumping back on, guys. Pete, let me know when I can finish off, and then we'll take some questions.
They're coming on now, Red.
Okay, no worries.
We're 11 now. We got 27, so.
Okay, not far off them. Okay, can you just mute everyone then, Pete, and we'll crack on then. Okay, so I'm just going to finish off the presentation, and then we'll take some questions and answers for you guys. So, like I said, the benefits of what Onpassive are all about is all in one place. This is the major benefit of what Onpassive are going to be doing for us, is that all the products and services that we already use online are going to be under one roof, one payment, okay? And it is all going to be there for us to use. Okay, so that's one of the major benefits that I can foresee with Onpassive. What's the last screen there, Pete? Or the last couple, or whatever it was.
Right. Let me just right. That's it.
Okay. Okay, so the reason I had this as a last screen here is just to give you an idea of all the products and services that Onpassive are going to have for you to be able to use, okay, online. All these are under one payment, okay, that you are going to use as a founding member of Onpassive. Now, people ask me, why did I look at Onpassive? Okay, I was looking for a product-based company. You know, this ticks all of my boxes. It also gives me a residual income, an unlimited residual income. And I know that the more effort I put in, the more I will be rewarded. And to be quite honest, that's exactly what I want. I want to be able to put some hard work into something and get rewarded from it, not put hard work in for somebody else to benefit from it. So if you have enjoyed what we have done here now, please get back to the person that has introduced you to this, who has brought you onto this Zoom. If you're already Onpassive and you've got some questions, that's fantastic. Answer them if you need any questions. If you are new and you're a little bit unsure about things, that you want something clarified, if you can just stick them in the chat, we'll invite you in to unmute you and you can ask away. Let's have a look. So has anyone got any questions that we need to answer for people at all? We were this close to finishing on time as well.
Any questions for anyone?
Just so we know, just so you guys know, as far as what we're trying to do with the English contingent. So that's us guys, the English speaking. When I mean English speaking, I mean UK English speaking people. We're trying to sort of get us all together, okay, to be one voice as far as Onpassive is concerned. We're all here to help each other. So if we can have one place that we can invite people to show them this opportunity. This is the very first Zoom we've had for the UK-based people, as far as I know. And what we want to do is to be able to expand this out now on a weekly basis. We're planning on doing this once a week to tell this story of Onpassive, okay? Obviously, we'll sort the Zoom out so we got longer, so that you guys have got a focus to be able to invite anybody, so that we can tell people what Onpassive is all about. Okay, you know, we're just normal people trying to tell people what we're all about. And hopefully it is beneficial to have somebody that's UK English speaking to bring it. Okay, Dave, thanks very much, mate. That's very kind of you. Really good to see so many of you on here live. To be honest, I wasn't expecting this many. It's been a bit of a shock, really. I was expecting a handful. And look at us. They were 20 odd. Marty, thanks very much, mate. Always a pleasure to see you on here as well. What I would suggest is, if regardless of where you are within Onpassive, as far as a founder is concerned, tap into Onpassive Nation. Okay. The main reason I'm suggesting this to you guys is, if you're not in Onpassive Nation already, the amount of information that is there for you guys to use for yourselves is amazing. And I'm sure Marty, Dan and Mike and ourselves will welcome you with open arms to be part of the clan. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to expand the UK. We want this to be massive in the UK. And the only way we can make it massive in the UK is by plugging into us all doing the same thing. There has to be a focus in one place to get people to. There's no point in being fractured at all with Onpassive. It's all about helping each other. I don't care whose team you're in. I don't care who you're under. I don't care whereabouts you are in Onpassive, because at the end of the day, it's all beneficial to all of us to get that message out to as many people as possible of how good Onpassive is going to be in the future. It's a bit like someone telling you about Facebook when it was in a garage. Okay, if someone said, there's this thing my mate's been doing, it's called Facebook. He says it's going to be the next best thing, right? And no one told you about it. How would you feel? Okay, this is what it's all about. This is going to be massive. And it's just about you telling people. And if you can't tell people, you don't need to. Just say, I've got a friend of mine who's going to tell you all about it, whatever day it's going to be. And then I'll go through all of this. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. Pete, have you got anything?
Well, I'm here. Marty, have you got anything to say?
Yes, Marty.
Yeah, that was very good, Red. Peter, I agree with you 100%. There's people doing webinars like this in Papua New Guinea. There's people doing this in different countries. The reason also, like you said, Red, it's a good reason is it's time differences. It's culture differences. We're all going through a freaking mess right now. And if you can organize a team, there's nothing better for the UK than Onpassive Nation. Just flat out, there's nothing better. We all see what's going on, okay? And it's good to branch off and take care of your brothers and sisters that are neighbors if you can. And I think it's a great idea. I think it's a fantastic idea. Yeah, we could all come into Onpassive Nation. My thing too is we're all on some big team anyway. I mean, we just happen to be on the same team, but there's many people in Onpassive Nation that are not in our team. There is, and I don't care. I just don't care. But you're right, branching off and building a UK team, because you're right, I don't think it's being done, and it's wide open. It's wide open. People are ready to hear this. You just got to share it. You just got to share it. Look, it's not, this world is never going to be the same. People can kid themselves and think we're going to go back to something that's normal. There'll be a new normal, and we're going to be part of it. I believe that with all my heart, guys. That's all I got. That's all I got. Very good job. Very good.
Thanks, Marty.
Thanks, Marty. Pleasure for you to be on, Marty, and I respect you so much, man.
Yeah, as Red said, it's obviously we're UK based, but these webinars are for anywhere in the world. Just because we're actually talking about obviously building big teams in the UK, which we've already have got teams in the UK anyway. But like Red said, we're trying to get them to join together so we can be together and have be a big team together. And but it is worldwide as well.
Yeah, the one thing I wanted to say is just because I've done this Zoom now, if there's anyone else in the UK who's on this Zoom now that has a team and they want to do a Zoom, let's get together, okay? Let's bring ourselves all together so that we can work together to build all of us, okay? We're not individual here. This is what Onpassive is all about. Onpassive is all about working together as a team. And that's really what I'm trying to do here, is to bring us all together to work as a team for the benefit of all of us, okay? Individuality will not work as far as Onpassive is concerned. Work as a team will work phenomenally. We could, if we are already founders now, for you guys, and if you're not a founder and you're watching this, we all work for each other because we can see the big picture. And that's what it's about. It's about the big picture, helping each other to all succeed. And the more you help each other, the more you individually will succeed. And how good a feeling and how good a position that puts you in by knowing that the more you help somebody, not only the more you succeed. Now that is a fantastic situation to be in. That's it for me.
If there's anybody else that wants to say something,
Yeah,
You know,
get on.
just unmute yourself and get on and, you know, say something.
Crack on.
We're all here together. Anyone else? For anyone else? Don't be shy. Okay. I think that's it, Red. I think nobody wants to say anything. That's fine.
Anybody? Come on, don't be shy. Ready? Marty, have you got anything else to say, mate, before we knock off? Okay, cool.
Excuse me.
Anybody else?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Hi, Elena.
Hi. It's just quick, and I'm sorry I wasn't able to pay attention at all times. I had to work at the same
No
time,
worries, love.
so I had two computers here and phone and all that together. But so maybe I missed something what you may have said, and that is when you were saying that the fee, the founder's fee, $97, that it can be returned if somebody will request that, if they will change their mind.
Correct.
But to what point? Like, is it before the launch or
indefinitely?
Indefinitely.
Yeah,
Okay.
but don't forget, if you do request it back, then you lose your founder's position.
Oh no,
Simple as that.
I know that, but I have a friend right now who is kind of, because he has lost a lot of money in, you know, like those
I'm sure.
those
We all
cases.
have.
Well, we all have. For me, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I think I'm quite actually courageous getting into here. But
Okay.
anyway,
can I suggest
no.
that one of the avenues that you go down with him is
Okay.
to suggest to him that if he is still super nervous and he doesn't trust it, to MasterCard, because then he's also, not only is he covered by the company guarantee of the 100%, he's also covered by Visa and MasterCard by their guarantee as well. So it's a winner.
I also,
Okay.
that would be probably the easiest option for him. And and I already mentioned him that he can get the money back, but I didn't know up, to which point. So if it's any time,
as far as I know, there is no cutoff point for the return of any fee, but you would lose your position. Simple as that.
Well, I think that
as well, and that does happen. You know, in fact, I have actually bought somebody in my team that who wished to have their money back, and I just paid for their position straight away.
Yeah, I'm going to offer that to him.
Okay, yeah, well, there you go then. Then he is in a fantastic situation, a no-lose situation.
Yeah, I know, and I know that he has been looking for something for a long time, and so, he probably really sits on it and thinks that.
If I can just put in there, I would obviously get the person.
Yeah. Pete?
Yeah, what I was going to say is, what I would suggest you do is try and get them into the Onpassive Nation group, get him into the group, give an invite, send him the link. I think I've sent you the link already. Get him into.
Well, Peter, he already got it all. You sent it to me, last week, and I sent everything to him, and I talked to him, and he nothing so far, but I will talk to him now, because I think this might be quite a point for him that he can get the money back, because he just recently he bought some large vehicle, and so all his money goes into it, and so even $100 is, well, it's 140 for us, right, in Canada. But anyway, so I will talk to him. That's great. This is a good information.
I mean, there is actually one point I'd like to bring out. Listen, we all understand that people's financial predicaments are different, especially at the moment. And we also understand that people wouldn't be able to afford to take the early founder position at the moment because they just financially can't take it. But that doesn't mean to say that they can't be part of Onpassive, because when launch happens, they will still be able to be part of Onpassive as a customer stroke reseller at the $25 level. So, all is not lost just because these people can't take a founder's position at the moment. So please do not be put off by people who say, oh, I can't afford it at the moment, but I'd love to do it, or whatever scenarios they say. It's very important to keep these people in the loop, because when we launch, they have got the ability to not only use Onpassive products and services for a 5-day free period, but also after this 5-day free period, then they can buy the products and services if they like them for $25. Okay,
yeah.
so it is affordable.
I'm not so sure that that's what he would want to do, because he's like high.
No, I'm sure, but all I'm doing is I'm putting it out there. That's all, Elena. That's all.
Yeah. No, I know, but I mean, it's kind of age-wise, you know, quite up there.
Yeah.
So I think that he wants to relax and does not too much.
Mate,
anyway,
we
he's
all
got
want
3
to.
kids around here, so I think that he can get the money together. It's really his fear. So
Cool.
I will work on that.
All right.
Okay, thank you very much.
Lovely, and thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you too. And is this going to be this webinar? Is it going to be somewhere online? Like, I mean, the replay? Like,
yes.
Because
it'll be available.
We'll put it in
the back. Some.
We'll post it around, either direct to yourself, Elena, or we'll put it on Onpassive Nation, I expect, and on our groups as well.
Both parts, because it has 2 parts, right? So.
Yeah, both parts. I'll splice them together.
Parts.
Don't worry. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's great, because there was quite a bit of good information, and I couldn't listen to all of it. As I said, I'm sorry, I was working at the same time.
The next time we do the webinar,
thank you.
We'll make sure that the webinar is for a longer time next time.
Last 3, exactly. Anyone else got any more questions? We'd love to hear from you. Please do not be shy if you're still on.
And that's it. Right.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks very much, guys. Great to see you all on here. Thank you, Peter, for your time of doing all the slides for us, Marty, and everyone else who was on as well. Great to see you all here, and hopefully we'll be even more streamlined next week, maybe.
Okay, thanks.
It would help.
Thanks a lot, mate.
Since you are promoting that it's going to be all perfect. Or maybe this is a prime example of why we need Onpassive, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we've just used Zoom. You know, exactly, Elena, you're absolutely right in what you're saying. We've just used Zoom. We get it free for 40 minutes, okay? And then we get cut off because we don't want to pay the fee. You know, at least we know that if we pay the fee with Onpassive, not only do we get the Connect Me, which is the equivalent to Zoom, which is going to be far superior and uncapped, we get loads of other different products and services as well that we can use if you are an online person anyway. If you've got a business and you are advertising online already, it's an absolute no-brainer. Really, really is, because it's all in one place, under one roof, one payment, job done.
Perfect.
Okay.
Anyway, Pete, thanks very much.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Okay. Bye now, everyone. Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.